Why was Gemini 8's docking so dramatic for astronauts? Imagine being in space, feeling confident about a routine docking, and suddenly everything spirals out of control. That's exactly what happened during the Gemini 8 mission. This was a historic moment because it was the first time two spacecraft successfully docked in orbit. The crew, Neil Armstrong and David Scott, had trained 4 months to perfect this maneuver. It was a huge step forward in space exploration. But right after docking with the Agena target vehicle, trouble struck. A stuck thruster on the Gemini spacecraft caused it to start spinning uncontrollably. The spacecraft began to roll faster and faster, making it hard for the astronauts to see their instruments or stay oriented. The spinning got so intense that they feared they might lose consciousness because of the high centrifugal forces. At first, Armstrong and Scott thought the problem was with the Agena, so they undocked to try and fix it. But the spin kept worsening. That's when they realized the fault was with Gemini's own thruster system. Armstrong quickly turned off the orbital attitude and maneuvering system thrusters, which were causing the spin. He then activated the reentry control system, a backup control system usually reserved for reentry. Using nearly 75% of their reentry fuel, Armstrong managed to stop the spacecraft from spinning. This was a critical moment because the reentry control system's fuel was meant for landing, not emergency control. Once they used it, mission rules required them to return to Earth immediately. They had to abort the mission after just one orbit. The spacecraft safely splashed down in the Pacific Ocean, but the whole event was tense and dangerous. This incident shows how well astronauts train for emergencies. Armstrong's quick thinking and deep knowledge of spacecraft systems saved their lives. It also highlights how space missions involve complex maneuvers that requiring precise control and teamwork. The emergency proved the importance of having backup systems like the reentry control system. It also demonstrated that communication with ground control can be limited when spacecraft are out of contact, so astronauts need to rely on their training and judgment. Recovery after such emergencies is another challenge. Rescue teams have to locate and retrieve astronauts from remote ocean areas quickly. Gemini 8's docking was a major achievement, but the sudden crisis tested the astronauts' skills and calmness under pressure. It's a reminder of how space exploration is full of surprises and how preparation can make all the difference when things go wrong.